How's everyone doing today? Let me know if the audio is coming through fine. Stuff pulled up here. Quick audio test. Quick audio test. Good. Get my chat window up where it needs to be. Loud and clear. Good. Good, good, good. Close like everything I have open on Firefox. Too many tabs. Let me see. We have a lot of people that have been in chat already. Scientist Toilet, how's it going? Short, you're gonna be listening. Hope all's doing well for you. Yeah, Americat, I'll show the console here in a few. Steel, I'm not surprised at the lack of LaMarrs on the market. In general, there's not many people buying promo packs and putting them up on the market, so supply is extremely low. Oh, you're on console? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that the situation's even worse over there. Wonder what Spencer's job is? I am in the IT field. But right now I am doing this. Doing the YouTubes, and it's fun. Hello, Robert. Jason, you got 2 promo ships out of $100 worth of promo duty officer packs. You're lucky. After my stream the other day, I ripped open about 10k Zen worth also and got nothing. Michi, Cat, Adapt to Survive, Sean, Cooper, how's it going? Jay? Like I'm almost caught up with chat here. Yeah, Stuka doing fine. I mean, just allergies are starting to pop up. Alpatron, flawless. The audio is clear. Yeah, the audio seems to be a little bit better since I stopped using my preamp on the line. But thought Spencer's job was only fleets? Terrible. How's Temporal Defense Polar on weapons for a Dominion character? I mean, it's just about, you know, if you like the visuals and sound, they're going to be as good as anything else, really. Dan, thank you for the 30 bits. Much appreciated. Let me get over to the correct scene here. Yeah, I do have a little fun goal up there. Make it not as visible, but my motherboard's been having issues, so I ordered a new one. I ordered the X870 Nova from ASRock, like $300 after their rebates, but it just looked like the best bang for the buck for motherboards. My current motherboard, it's had issues for a while. I'm having, like, I'll have to restart the computer, you know, like half a dozen times to get my LAN to show up. I'm losing an M.2, and then right now, like 2 of my DIMM slots aren't working, so the issues have been piling up for a while. It's a used board, so no warranty. So I'm just gonna, you know, get a new one. Yeah, I picked up an X8 or an X670E Aorus Master used a year ago, for $300. The, you know, I did delid the CPU recently. It's certainly possible, you know, certainly possible I could have accidentally damaged the CPU in some way. But I think right now to me, given I already had issues with the motherboard, I think it's just more likely a motherboard issue. I have a lot of M.2 slots, so I needed a board with enough M.2 slots for me. B650 Tomahawk Wi-Fi. Yeah, so let me show what I got. Yeah, they're having issues keeping this thing even in stock, but the Nova Wi-Fi, um, what's nice about it is it's got 5 M.2s, and you don't lose any lanes for your GPU, no matter what other slots you populate. Your GPU's always got 16 lanes, so I thought it's a good looking board, and the feature set on it. I mean, from what I could see, it looked like it was doing better than some of the $500, $600, $700 boards, or competing against them. Yeah, so the thing is, with this one, it has a 5th M.2, but that 5th is running at 2 lanes of Gen 3, and if you use that, it's going to disable the bottom PCIe slot, which is also Gen 3 with 2 lanes. So I think that's a worthy trade-off. They keep selling them, really fast. Yeah. All the dust inside the casing. Am my team red or green? Right now, red. Waldo, how's it going? Hope you enjoy that Scramble Fighters. Thank you for the EC. Kenobi? I previously, was NVIDIA. My laptop's got NVIDIA in it, but right now, I'm on a full AMD system. Okay. So I have 1 billion EC, and let's see. There's a few ways I could go about this EC. I could sell a little bit more and get something I want, guaranteed, or I could gamble. I think the smart answer is just to get the EC and buy what I want, and then gamble with what I have left. What do I think of the all AMD? It's been an interesting experience. My first 7900 XTX that I got a year ago, the one that ended up burning out, that had a lot of issues. My second one's been fine. Okay, occasionally I might get a driver timeout if I really try to push like an overclock on the card, but if I leave it at stock settings, I generally don't have any issues. But you do lose the functionality. Azimdal, that is crazy pricing over there. Yeah, it is after the mail-in rebates that they have here. It's $300 US for the X870E Nova. Okay, I'm gonna post up a Borg Jug for 350. If one of you wants to go in and flip it, go for it. Reg, correct. That will be on that character forever. Just make sure you actually complete the tutorial. If you don't, a lot of people have issues with breaking characters. Thank you to whoever bought that. We're buying this Protostar for 1.24 because I've been saying I want a Protostar for a little bit. And what I'm going to do here, we can further the gambling just a little bit because I have a second Borg Juggernaut to sell. So if anyone wants this to flip as well, maybe make 40-50 mil profit, then there you go. I'm putting a sector space build on it. I put it up. That Borg Jug is up at 350. Who bought the first one? Moondock. There's no exchange in sector space. There's a second one up. A second Borg Jug. Yeah, now it's gone. You have a purpose. Thank you for that. Now we're getting some gambling in. Yeah, some of the promo ships do pop up on the market. It just... seems that with this event, there's not as many as you would traditionally see. I know Warp Core. Bajoran, Melito, or Mojito ground consumable boost. Yeah, I don't know what the full like current meta food lineup is, but the all those foods like those do get used at higher levels of ground performance. Again, I don't know what the exact combos are in all of them that people are using, but yeah, those types of consumables that give a buff do get used heavily at a higher level. Headless. Uh, I haven't been on a Trish stream in a while. Is improved Gravwell from the Kaimesh a good trait? It's situational. There are certainly applications where having a Gravwell up for an extended time can be good, but there's also situations where having a Gravwell in the exact same spot for an extended duration can be a negative. I think it's a good trait to have on hand for a science player, but it is one that you just need to be aware, you know, that there's going to be situations where you don't want to actually use it. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. If I get a Borg Jug out of these 38 keys, if I get a Borg Juggernaut, I'm going to give it away in chat. Okay? If I get a Borg Juggernaut out of these 38 keys, there's going to be a giveaway. Let's see if it happens. Feel like, oh, there we go, chat. There we go. There we go. So what we're going to do for this giveaway, I know you guys, a lot of you have the Discord, and because we got people watching on multiple platforms here, Twitch and YouTube, this giveaway is going into the giveaways channel on the CasualSAB Discord, and it's going to be running for the next 10 minutes. This is a PC only giveaway, of course. So we're going to do 10 minutes, one winner, and the prize is E6 Borg liberated Borg. Got the name right? Yeah, liberated Borg Command Juggernaut. Okay. It's going into the giveaway channel in the CasualSAB Discord now for the next 10 minutes. Kenobi, you don't have Discord? Warp Core, I do not keep track of my Borg lockbox pity rate. Infinity, I do. Infinity, I try to keep an eye on that. Yeah. For those just joining in, there's a giveaway up in the CasualSAB Discord in the giveaways channel for the next 9 minutes. You can enter to win, if you're a PC player for Stowe, a T6 Liberated Borg Command Juggernaut. Yes, Warp Core, exactly. You don't open Borg lockboxes for the ship. You open the Borg lockboxes for the DOF packs. Yeah, you don't even have to download Discord. You can use it right through your browser. Okay, gonna rip open these DOF packs. An 8. Come on, game, give me something better. Hell yeah. Don't let Data see that. Of course, I can't actually post it because I don't have room. I know that's not going to sell at that price. I just need to clear a DOF slot. What is my camera type setting in space? I think it's just free cam. And then I got 2 DOF packs. Is that an adaptive offense space trade in my inventory? Ground. It's a ground one. Bug, how's it going? Does SAD work with the Jem'Hadar gunboats? I don't know. I don't think it does. Yeah, again, for those of you just joining, giveaways up in the CasualSAB Discord for the next 8 minutes for a Tier 6 Liberated Borg Command Juggernaut. On PC, of course. DiGiorno or Red Baron? We had some Red Baron the other day, it was fine. So I think Deca will do better with ship traits, specs, ships, and ground weapons, and I think Deca is pretty much already handling that. I think what we're seeing right now with regards to the system side of things is already Deca. Because like Jonathan, I can't remember the other guy that was on the systems team before. But basically the entire systems team from Cryptic, aside from Bort, they departed months and months ago. So this has been, the systems team under Deca handling things for the past couple of months. Yeah, we know that there's people at Deca. Here, I can show you. Hold on. Back to the LinkedIn stalking. Okay, look at this. This is one of the I think this is one of the people that was working with, yeah, Phil Harris, consultant or something working with Deca over there. Had been assigned to train myself and other systems designers about the game editor, which deals with the majority of design elements in the game. So, like, Deca's had people, in those systems type positions now for like the last, like 6, 7, 8 months. Like Deca took over the system side of things months ago. Anything you're seeing, in the past couple of months, that is entirely Deca on the system side. Yeah, I'd seen something about that. 5 minutes left on that T6 Liberated Board Command Jug giveaway in the CasualSAB Discord. I know, PC only, I'm sorry. Blanc, how's it going? I got a couple of ground weapon packs, or not ground, just weapon packs I can open here. I'm gonna do some Terran Empire Agony. You know, I've been opening a lot of like kit module boxes lately, stuff like that, and I truly feel like if anyone on the development team, especially, you know, with regards to like the UI side, if they actually went through the experience of opening like 500 Infinity Lock boxes and trying to extract everything out of the choice packs, we would see that system change very, very quickly, because the way that the system is now is garbage. The way that this system is designed, the user interface for opening choice packs, it's garbage. Michael, from what I understand, yeah, some stuff was rushed in that regard. Richard, thank you for the casual membership. Very much appreciated. I don't know why they don't just switch over to the Neverwinter model. Again, Richard, much appreciated. Okay. 2 minutes left on the giveaway in the CasualSAB Discord. Like, it doesn't even remember the selection, so each time I want to open one of these, you know, I gotta go back through, and then there's another box I have to open to even open those. No Omni. It's General Kenobi. Alishite, how's it going? Could be doing it on console? Yeah, I couldn't even imagine. I don't think I could do this game on console. I just wouldn't be able to play the game the way that I play it. The user interface over there just wouldn't allow for it. I don't think I could deal with like the ability wheel, or not being able to have actual control over when I want certain things going off. Dan, it just won't work. Yeah, it'd be like sending the items into the void, or it just wouldn't send them at all. $45 seconds left on this giveaway for a tier 6 liberated Borg command Juggernaut. All you have to do is go into the CasualSAB Discord, go to the giveaways channel, and hit this blue icon right below that giveaway post. A Torp mine layer, it's impossible. Let me rip open these last 4 boxes while that's going. Okay, 10 seconds. Who's going to win? Kenobi, that amount of keys isn't enough to gamble with. Unknown source, you are the winner. Unknown source, I'm going to send you a DM on Discord here. Okay, unknown source, you are the winner. I sent you a DM. Just send me your @handle, and, you know, like I said, if you have a hashtag and numbers at the end, then please include them. Those weapon packs screwed me over. Not even a Vandy Shield or an Omni. I didn't need either, but that would have made them, you know, profitable. Bonk, that's you? Is that you, Plonk? Is that like actually you? Then respond to the DM. Do I think they'll patch the LaMarr trait? I don't know. Yeah. Terrible. You know, Kenobi, I would say to probably hold off. Go. Congrats. Unknown source. Congrats on the ship. Hope you enjoy. I don't know if I have done my or I don't know if it's up yet for me to do. 4 hours. Axel, how's it going? Yeah, and that's something too. Like the LaMarr here, a lot of people want it. But yeah, it's really expensive to get right now. And in general, I think, especially with the prices of the promo system, I don't understand why they don't just leave the promo packs in the Zen store all the time at this point. It would really help with the supply of these things, and it would probably boost their sales of these other items throughout the year. Um, but just the FOMO approach that they have to the entire promo system, I think it is bad for them. I think it's bad for everyone here. And it really hurts availability of these things. And it's cool to have these as a big motivating factor for people to do the event campaign each year. But I really don't think it would hurt them to just increase the availability of promo packs by just putting them in the Zen store year round. I really don't think it would hurt. Okay. I had a request earlier to show off the console from the LaMarr. So we're going to go into a patrol quick where I can show it off. I'm going to go into an elite Jupiter gauntlets, and I'm going to group everything up with the Gravwell. Yeah, no matter what, even if a ship is good or bad, people are going to rip open packs for it. Mac, indeed, there needs to be a guaranteed pity point. And as I have said many times, the choice packs need to be sellable directly rather than forcing the seller to pick a ship to sell. Even if they just did that, that would mean people could just post the choice packs on the market and then the buyer could pick the ship that they want. And that would greatly increase overall supply of items on the overall supply of like ships on the market. Have I tried Royal Flush Elite yet? To be honest, I forgot that queue existed. It's just being completely transparent, completely honest. I legitimately forgot about that queue. Okay, here is the console from the LaMarr. Okay, that was it. Yeah, the 3 kilometer range is, yeah. Let's take a closer look at it. Dwayne, they have to add in some dill sinks for that to happen. Okay. So I'm going to, or I'm about to use it here. You see them all grav weld. So there is the initial, explosion from it. And as soon as it hits the first group of enemies, you see it doing that next effect there. And then that goes out to the second group of enemies who then do that same thing. And then it goes back and the third wave, hits everything again. On a proper EPG build, it can do an okay amount of damage, I think, but it's going to have a hard time with the limited range and the fact that you have so many other high damaging abilities that are taking out groups of enemies that it's just going to have a rough time being able to do damage. Like, it's a cool effect, and against a group of enemies, I think that, that can be really cool. But again, every time I've tried to use it on an actual, like, SAB build, it just... It has struggled to perform. Yeah, Meerkat, no problem. How do I go into the triple test server? Go to that link. Yeah, the 3 kilometer range is rough. I think there's enough interest about this ship, and I might do another video on it. Neil Thomas, how's it going? Why they didn't have the legendary Jem'Hadar attack ship on sale? Yeah, that is stupid on their part. That is a stupid decision on their part to not have that be part of the sale. Yeah, Bob, going fine. 500 dill, it's at over 11. Yeah. Like I've said repeatedly over the past week or so, if you have dilithium that you want to sell to get Zen for Black Friday or for the end of year sales, you need to act fast. I think that with how the Dill-X is right now, there's a very, very high chance that if you post your dilithium up right now, you're just on the edge of being able to, partake in the Black Friday sales. You wait till after this weekend, I don't think you're going to be able to get your dilithium sold in time for the Black Friday sales. So definitely get your stuff posted as soon as possible. Yeah, Warp Core, I believe it was. David, how's it going? Have I got the sword from the Halloween event yet? No, I did not. I have not bought the event out. I do like that it is easier to do this year. The witch patrol seems to be the way to go, given we only have to do it once. That does seem to be a little bit faster right now. Skeleton Crew was faster for me a couple years ago when I was doing it, like I showed in that video, but a lot of people are having more success with Witch's Brew now. And the fact that we only have to do one patrol a day, that makes things really easy. Bob, not quite. It was like 13 about 2 years ago. Yeah, Mac, I think we're looking at about right around 40 days. Would I say getting the immolating phasal lance is worth it, or better to wait for a ship that you actually want? You like do builds? I think the immolating phasal lance is a really, really fun console, but my question to you would be, how many characters do you play? And, what are the other options you're considering? And also, are MUDs bundles within your reach? because that is part of the fighter pilot MUDs bundle. And I know it's been a while since we've seen a MUDs bundle sale, but I do firmly believe we're probably going to see one either at Black Friday or during the end of year sales. So, you know, if a MUDs bundle is something that you're interested in, I think we're a month or so out from the next MUDs bundle sale. That's just my prediction. And you know, a ship like the Lost Serena or the Deimos is available in a bundle, and that bundle also happens to have the Lost Serena, which is a pretty fun ship. The Quajon pilot frigate, the Undine Chirax, like that's a pretty good MUDs bundle. MUDs is within reach. If you want the Immolating Phasal Lance, then get it as part of this MUDs bundle. If you want it for multiple characters. Like you can also get the Lost Serena with that. And the Lost Serena, you know, that's a fun ship to fly around. Yeah, it's a pilot ship, but you know, pilot ships can be fun. That also happens to have 2 commanders. Do Royal Flush Elite. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's do a Royal Flush Elite. Let me swap ships. So the MUDs choice packs during a 50% sale will be 14,750 Zen per. So, you know, just under 150 bucks worth of Zen, but if you buy your Zen during a Zen sale, you can get that down to, I think the math is like 120 bucks. Well, when I queue for this, I'm just going to join the public queue. I'm going to bring in my Talaru. I can remember that it starts with an I. Which ship has the rescreen? That is the Courier Pilot Raider. You can upload with it. It's just if you use it in the exploitable fashion, we won't allow that. Yeah, the fighter pilot choice pack is really good. Can I message you when we queue? Okay, joining the queue now. Royal Flush Elite, public queue. Terran Emperor, do you want... It's only cheating if you're using it in the... It's very blatant when someone is using it in the abusable fashion. Would I go for... You know, it's really... That's a tough one. Both are good. Do you want the survivability of DPM, or do you want the damage and the UD proc that is the Immolating Phasal Lance? I forgot to change my specializations. And of course you can't change them in a TFO. I mean, you get a lot of ships with that. Like you're getting the DPM and the rest of its console set basically. You're getting the Enterprise J, the Durgath, and the Valkys, which are all, you know, pretty fun ships to fly. And you are getting the Marion if you go for that, which is a decent side dread. The Immolating Phasal Lance, while it is phaser, it works on everything. Like, literally every type of build can benefit from that. Oh, this lag. Okay, on second thought, this may not have been the best build to bring into this with all this stuff on the ground. I should have brought a different build in. Wrong build for this. I nuked myself with my REA. Would know what you're talking about, Chai. Rob, how's it going? Yeah. Damn it again. Gotta watch when I hit my tractor beam there. The issue with REA, the trade-off the legendary to Daredex is when you use that, if you're within 2 kilometers, you basically you'll nuke yourself. Oh, I thought this thing died. We failed already. Yeah, I need to be in a better ship for that. The build I brought in was not right. I need to be in like a Dalkina do build. Yeah, I took myself out with the plasma twice. My legendary Avenger is not set up for standard content. My legendary Avenger is set up specifically for like high-end supported stuff. Yeah, the crossfield refit is definitely worth picking up. I am wondering though, are we going to see another Muds bundle this year? Because the current Muds bundle that they put out, isn't really that good. I wonder if we might see another, because they did cut the sale short, and we have seen them, release multiple Muds bundles in the final months of a year before. Remember they did In Command and then the Intel one, like just back to back month, month wise. I wonder, given that this month's bundle that they have out really hasn't been well received. Yeah, I figure if they're gonna keep on the disco theme, what would that look like? Let's take a look. Let me pop up the sortable filterable ship list. Make a fresh copy here. Call this 10.19.24. Definitely buy out the Pavo one, Sean. The Omni from that is really good. This man can't go a week without chilling this spreadsheet. Terrible. Jay? Crossfield refit, mirror warship, section 31. I mean, that Intel Dread, there are people that want it. Again, like when it came out, I still think it was a bit of a waste because it was basically just a copy paste of the legendary Gal X. But I mean, that certainly would be something people would be interested in. You know, there's still a lot of older ships that they need to put into mods bundles. I would love to have the Anarax on account wide unlock. That is a ship that I really enjoyed back in the day. Just looking at disco theme though, mirror warship obviously, the crossfield refit, the the Emerald Chain Intel Juggernaut's another one that they could do. Courier Raider. I do feel like a bundle with the crossfield refit is going to have some very poor performing ships in it. So the Courier Raider would make sense. And what else here? Yeah, the Anarax is still a viable platform today. You can actually use it as a, like a proper science focused science dreadnought. Nice. Glad you've enjoyed it. Jay, yeah, I can send you an invite. Anyone on the KDF side that needs a fleet invite at any point, just let me know if you're on PC. Jay, what's the character at handle? I have so many people on my friends list all the time. I can't remember at handles that well anymore. Yeah, so yeah, fleet wise, if anyone's ever looking for a fleet on PC, Fed or KDF, I do have one, the Breakfast Club and the Breakfast Club KDF. You have instant store access. Everything is built out on the fleet, but the downside is we have like no social activity, and that's sort of by design. So it's a good fleet to be in if you get your social activity through chat channels, Discord, stuff like that. But if you're looking for a fleet that is explicitly very active itself, that's not the fleet. Kenobi, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Mike, I can send you an invite. Silvery, a few days ago, I asked whose end ship consoles to get for budget side builds. Yeah, I remember it was one of them was I think the Malachowski or I guess that's the Clark, isn't it? The Clark for Genesis Seed. That's like a best in slot console to go for science builds. And the other one, I don't remember what the other console was. I remember someone asking about like adaptive emergency systems off of some of the engineering flagships, but I don't think that was you. Yeah, all I remember is the Clark was definitely one of them. Oh, the Dyson ship. Yes, yes. Waldo, thank you. Okay, so that was it. The Lola. Yeah, the Lola. Intel's a Dyson Science Destroyer because you can use your restricted event campaign coupons on it, and it does well. Yeah, Mike, drop your character name at handle in, and I'll get you an invite. Yeah, Mark the Chief, indeed. Rachel, how's it going? Trying to build one of my freighters for ramming and fire damage. Any suggestions for, well, weapons otherwise to do while spinning? I just do, I mean, for weapons, there's none specifically that I can think of that are going to help for, fire damage. So it's really just a matter of just find some like turrets or beams that are going to have a visual, close enough to what you're looking for. What do I think the 15th anniversary bundle is going to have? We have seen a lot of like Lost Era focus on some of the remastered ships that they did earlier this year, and I know Thomas was talking about that quite a bit. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see, some ships from that era. The Dyson Sphere uniform, you can either buy that, I believe, at the Fleet Spire, or you can also get that, I think, as part of the Dyson bundle they released earlier this year. Captain Elmo. Then we already get. Didn't we already get the Shangri-La, or is that something else? Mike, that didn't work for the invite. Do you have any like a hashtag and numbers after your name or something? Gotcha. By the way, on the topic of all that, Fanhome revealed the rest of their line recently. Let me see if I can find it. Oh boy. Okay, here is the full lineup for the Fanhome collection that's incoming. I've talked about this before, and I'll zoom in on this here shortly. Let me just. The pre-orders are up for this, and they start shipping out next month. Oh, there's a dot. Yeah, let me try that quick. Oh, you're on Fed? Yeah, I can get you a Fed invite. Hold on. Do I think we'll get a Sovereign in Excelsior with the 5-3 layout? I think it'd be funny if the Excelsior got one before the Sovereign. I mean, what other Sovereign variants could they add? It says you're already in a fleet. Paul, how's it going? Is that enough for LaMarr? Not even close, Steven. Paul, how's it going? Okay. So the full lineup from the Fanhome collection, you've got the Titan A up front, the Stargazer or the Sagan, the Farragut. And if you're a member of their subscription, you also get a free mug and binder with that. Then we have the Enterprise FXL, and alongside that, you also get a free Turbolift Okudagram. That's going to be shipped out in February. Issue 5 is the Ilios. That's the ship that Beverly was on at the start of Season 3 of Picard. The Shrike. Then there is the USS Luna, so a proper Titan class. Then the Enterprise GXL, 1701's favorite ship. Then there's the Excelsior 2 is issue 9, the USS Dauntless. This is the Dauntless 2 from Prodigy as issue 10. The Duderstat is issue 11. The Voyager A, which is what we just got in Stowe here. We just swap back to the LaMarr. Yeah, so the Voyager A is issue 12, shipping out in October of 2025. Yeah, Mike, you'd have to. Yeah. Yeah, the G is an XL. So issues 4, 8, 12, and 16 are XL. Then there's the USS Harlan Edison class, the Archimedes, which is Nobina class, the Archer, USS Protostar, which is an XL. There's a Gagarin, the Gregory Jean. I don't know what that looks like. Then there is a Pathfinder for issue 19. And lastly, at number 20 is the USS Alito, the Texas. Okay, yeah, let me swap over. You need a fleet? Drop your character name and handle in chat, and I'll send an invite. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the subscription, but I'm gonna sell off most of the ships. There's only a few that I think I'm probably gonna keep long term. But I figure I can get a video out of each of them. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of time. Let me look that up. That's an interesting design. When is that gonna, arrive in Stowe? That's not bad. So if you need to find your character name at handle, if you're on ground, just go over to your name where your health bar is at the top left or wherever, and right click on it, and you can see your character name and then your at handle. And make sure to include your hashtag and numbers if you have them. Will you be able to buy the Enterprise F from Fanhome? Yeah, they're going to be selling it on its own, but it'll be in like March, and we don't know what the supply is going to be like. Yeah, again, the only thing to keep in mind with the Breakfast Club is it's not a very social fleet, but if you're looking for a place that's got everything done, everything unlocked for you right away, like as soon as you get into the fleet, you can buy from the fleet stores. I'm not going to put that behind a paywall or, gate that like a bunch of other fleets do. You get in the fleet, you can buy stuff. Like there's so many provisions available. there's not really a point to us to restrict that. Is the friendship worth getting for a carrier pet build to boost pet damage? The accessories on it can be a bit tricky to use. You can certainly use them, and the ship itself is a pretty good platform. But I mean, I'd say to ask in the carrier section of the builds Discord to be sure, but I know it's popular for that. I remember back in the day when I first wanted to get the fleet, the fleet assault cruiser, you know, back when T5 was the top, I had to pay, I think it was 25 to 50 million to get it access to a fleet to buy it. Like I had to pay to join the fleet and to be able to use a single fleet ship provision. Like that's how stuff used to be. Thankfully, it's not like that anymore. You know, nowadays everyone has so many provisions that there's not a need to restrict stuff like that. But that was like 2012. That's when master keys were like 600K a pop. How much is the Fanhome subscription? Um, it ain't cheap, but like okay, so the first month of the subscription is 45 bucks, and then each month afterwards is 55, except for the 4 months where it's an XL. Those are, I think, 85. So you spend, yeah, an extra 30 bucks on the months that are for the XL ships. Yeah, they've got a few pictures up now, some of the different models, including everyone's favorite, the Enterprise F. Are we addicted to this game? Oh, you know it. Yep. Promise what to you? Don't use the Force? What is the Force? I just broke Kenobi. You can buy it on its own for 95 plus shipping, so like that will be an option too if you don't want to do the entire subscription. You can just buy the ships on their own a month later, but supply is not guaranteed. Kenobi hasn't said anything out there. Kenobi, what is the Force? I don't know. I remember about 4 years back, somebody told me that it was 4 milli a month for access to fleet stuff, and I had to put a donation. Yikes. Yeah, Ryan, get the hell out of there. When did I create my first character on this account? That would be SAB, so let me find it. The Schwartz. Yeah, if you ever want to see when you made your character, you can go to your journal window, go to logs, go to captain's logs, and then scroll all the way down. And you can see the welcome to Star Trek Online message. And here, June 30th, 2012, 8:54 p.m. So I tried to play the game sooner. I had another account where I think I, like got stuck in the tutorial or something. But my computer, like back then, was just so poor that it just couldn't handle the game. And this is when I finally like had a good computer and could start to try the game out. Rookie numbers. Now, the real scary number is what happens when you go to your chat window and you type /played. When you type /played, it'll pop up in your system chat telling you how long you have played that character. So this character has had active playtime on it of 162 days. You'll note this is an attack character and it's not a Romulan, so let's see what one of my other characters looks like. What's casual like? So casual was made May 1st of 2021. And if I do /played, it's already beating my my SAB character. Now the really scary one. Bill, how's it going? Really scary one for me is always SOB. This was my main from 2013 up through 2021. So this character, yeah, 2013 is when I made this character, and this was my main for 8 years. So let's see what the playtime is. How much of this is just standing next to the exchange? Probably like 350 hours of that. Oh, did I? Yeah, it's active time, not creation. Nah, Phil, it's just I didn't realize my camera had scooted back a little bit like that. But yeah, most of my playtime is because what I will do is I will stand near the exchange and I will pop up another game. I'll put the game in render scale 0.1 or even lower, and I will play something else, and I'll leave Stow open next to the exchange. A lot of warships lately. How am I finding the LaMarr? Like any other tier 6 ship in the game, you can get through the content with it, but you can very clearly feel that it's a ship that is lacking. Like it's a good looking ship, but it very clearly is lacking in the performance department. And I think the ship looks good. Yeah, I know it's not a design for everyone, but I think it looks good. Yeah, I think the Dauntless 2 was a better execution on their part. Rachel, I have noticed too, I've seen some comments about this popping up. It's like my audio will drop out when I'm talking at some points, and that's a setting in OBS I need to figure out. I think the Dauntless 2 is a better ship on their part for, the stats they gave it. This is definitely the best Prodigy related ship that they've put in so far, performance wise. It is also a Psi Dread, but it is actually like a decent Psi Torp Dread. You've got Commander command, and then you still have a temporal on the engineering seat. The Dauntless 2 looks so goofy, it really does. It does have an improved slipstream, which, you know, for some reason, the Voyager A has no improved slipstream at all. But the best slipstream out there is, of course, the Protostar. And the end of the quadrant in seconds, yeah. Do people still fly on the star map nowadays? Yeah, they do. I'm going to try one of those max sector space builds that I've seen posted on Reddit. I'm going to go find a link and try to set it up quick. For anyone wanting to look at this, that's the build. I'm going to basically just try to copy here quick. I just want to see it, you know. Gold quality Klingon Honor Guard combat impulse engines. Gamma warp core. Know what that was? Dan, thank you for the 30 bits. Much appreciated. So synthetic good fortune. Yeah, let me just start to get some of these straights put on here. Let me swap over to it. And it wants me to run the gamma core. Do I have the gamma core? Oof, I do not. It's more of just to have fun thing, not necessarily that I want to, you know, do tour the galaxy, but it's just, you know, fun gimmick thing, and you know, sometimes it's just fun to mess around with stuff like that. Gamma core. Let me just make sure I don't have that already. Don't, okay. I didn't want to go out and pick something up that I already have. Yeah, something too, you know, YouTube, that all those ads are automated on YouTube. And I know that the VODs have had a lot on the streams recently. You know, if you run into a stream where the ads are just really obnoxious, you know, when you're looking at the VOD, just leave a comment, let me know, and I'll, when I see those, I'll go through and, you know, clear them out. Because the other thing is, those ads won't be populated by YouTube on the video automatically until they finish processing the full VOD. So it can be a couple hours after the stream actually happens. So, you know, just let me know, and I'll clear them out. Do I think rebalancing the game by increasing all the difficulty levels would work? Or, Mike, I think the thing is that while there is a subset of the player base that can blitz through content, you know, you have to keep in mind that the average person playing this game is still around the 10 to 20k DPS threshold. And, you know, you can go into normal event content and you can see people are struggling. Like, I would love to have harder content, but at the same time, I understand why it's not their focus. I do think some better raid style content that is, you know, a bit longer would be cool in this game. But I don't foresee that happening, you know, with how the current scene of everything is. A lot of players just do story content, yeah. Mike, thank you for the sponsorship. Much appreciated. Oof. You know, Delta obviously. You know, basically just look at what reputations you need the traits from. So obviously Discovery. You know, Romulan's got a good trait on it. The Dyson's got a good trait on it that's popular. Gamma's got some good stuff. You know, I would say take a look at what traits you want to have unlocked first. You know, and if there's any gear that you're going to want early on, like, you know, the competitive engines, then, you know, obviously, you know, prioritize that. Everwind, I honestly do not know. Mike, again, much appreciated. Playable Orion faction. Which is the least useful reputation? Lucari? For a PvE player, Lucari doesn't really offer too much right now. I mean, I know there's builds that can take advantage of that stuff, but I think for a lot of people, that's probably one of them that's a bit underwhelming. Temporal and Terran, you can level up together, because if you do the Terran Battle Zone, it gives you both Terran and Temporal, if I recall. But remind me if I'm wrong there, but I think those two are the same. Lucari Rep has the best ground weapon? Yeah, I know. I know. I need to grab my upgrades. If I'm going to use an ultimate upgrade, honestly, using it on like engines or is best. So let's just do that. And let's protect both of these items. Upgrading reputation gear is always fun. There we go. That could have been a lot worse. Best builds for ships and such. That is fully up to date. Not really. I'd say join the builds Discord. You can get an idea on what some builds are, or what some of the newer builds look like. You know, Still Better is a good resource for getting back into things. For higher level stuff, that's where definitely you want to shift over towards the discords. But for like entry to upper mid range and even like beginner high level, Stowbetter's, you know, gonna cover the basics pretty well. Mike, are you talking about the Anorex? The Anorex, it's good. It just doesn't actually have temporal seating. Do I have Leadfoot here? Let's check. Leadfoot is a personal space trait that gives you some extra speed in sector space, if I recall. Thomas? Doing good? I don't think it matters what shield I have on for this. And I don't think there's... Is there a deflector that gives me sector space speed? I don't think so. Sam, how's it going? Yeah, go fast. Yep, absolutely. Starship trait. Legendary Voyager one. That gives a buff for Quantum Slipstream. Then there's Synthetic Good Fortune. I think that is pretty much it. Let's go up and see what this looks like. Our science build's hard. It's just a lot of stuff you have to hit in a short duration. The Anorex used to be extremely popular. It's just that, you know... Oh, I hit the wrong button there. Damn it. It is a little bit dated, but it still works very well. I don't have that on me right now. You can buy, or you can get Juggernaut through craft, or there's duty officer missions that you can get it from every now and then. It drops from some DOF packs, but buying it off the exchange is definitely like just the simplest route. Still quite a bit slower, so let me... I think I've got the right unlock here. Yeah, sector space travel speed. Synthetic Good Fortune's on. For dual cannons and dual heavy cannons, they have the same arc. The difference is basically the dual heavy cannons get an extra 10% crit D, and it's just a matter of how many shots are coming out of the cannons. Duals will fire more shots per salvo, that each do a little bit less damage. Dual heavies, you know, fire less, but they each hit harder, and they both match. They both do the same amount of damage. It's just that the HCs have that extra bit of crit sev. Yeah, I know I'm not actually at the full thing. When I'm hovering over it, it says 128.64. Transwarp to Nimbus. I have. Let me pop that mission quick. Yep. There you go. Go from this corner to the bottom right. Yep. Is it that I'm missing that much from not having the diplomacy thing casted on me? What is it? Grant. When you're in sector space, you should be able to like grant diplomatic status. I don't know. That's what it is on Fed side. Maybe I don't know if I have that leveled up on this character, but someone has to hit it on me. Okay, KDF is assigned raiding party. I could have sworn I had that done. Apparently not. Yeah, I thought I had. I mean, I know I can't use it myself. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go to the bottom right corner and just see how fast I go. Let's turn, and here we go. Look at the map there. So I'm at 204 now. 204.32. Like, that's the reason to get this ship, is so you can do this. Yeah, this is the reason to get the Protostar. Yeah, this is the entire value of the Protostar, is literally this ability. It's crazy speed. And now only 1,000 days of Tour of the Galaxy to pay it off. Yeah, it's the Protostar Temporal Science Spearhead. It's a lockbox ship, so it's like 1.3 billion on the exchange. Mr. Bolto? No problem. Beautiful. Yeah, you can get the Protostar from the event campaign. Absolutely. Just so damn fast. Yeah, I'm following the build that was shown on Reddit. So I've got the engines from the Omega Rep, the Honor Guard on KDF here that give me the sector speed buff. Then I'm using the Gamma engine or the Gamma core. Yeah. Yeah, imagine doing Tour of the Galaxy with this. Yeah. It's just ridiculous. You can still turn well if you have all the proper stuff. I haven't really done anything, you know, specifically flying around with the LaMarr. I did show the console off. The device from Delta Flight increases slipstream turn. It might. I don't know if I have that. What's the name of it? Isn't that like Polaric?
Captain Tom Paris has requested your ship for a joint mission with his task force.
Yeah, 100% turn rate. So that's an engineering console. I might have it here. No, it's not saying replay. I probably haven't played that on this character. Yeah, I don't have it, but yeah, that'd make it so I could turn even faster. Doing donuts at warp 204. Yeah, Sam, I really want Fire at Will to be better. Can someone with tier 4 diplomacy meet me in like just above or right outside Soul System in instance number 8? T6 coupon out of an Infinity box the other day, so you got a T6 ship box. You know, do you have like the standard ships people go for, like the Mirror Warship? I mean, I'm instance 8. Right above Earth. Thank you. Thank you. I don't remember. Can a KDF player grant another the raiding party buff? I don't remember. Yes. Can is there a KDF player around with the assign what is it, raiding party ability from having tier 4 in diplomacy? Yeah, I've got diplomatic immunity. I've got the Fed one. Now it's just the KDF. Warp 42, get there soon, okay? Are you talking normal breaker? I thought you were talking about dual cannons versus dual heavies. Those two are the same. Single cannons, yeah, the single cannons have like 180-degree arc. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they stacked. I mean, I know they give the same buff, I just didn't remember. It's been a while. I had a thought for the LaMarr trait. What happens if the hinge is intended to cool down the next sense and bridge officer? Then the tooltip on that trait, if that's how it works, needs to be updated. Yeah, I still need KDF. Yeah, I think we have a few people on the way with KDF. I'm in instance number 8. Oh. I'm right above Soul System. Much appreciated. Legendary Disco D7 Merc Worker Flight Tech Carrier. Instance 8 is full? No. Okay, let me see if there's a different instance that's empty. I'm going to go to 12. Instance 12. That dumped me back at Starbase 234. Oh, you're right here. Okay. Thank you, thank you. So I'm going to head back to Kabali, or not Kabali, Nimbus. I don't know why I said Kabali. It's that type of day. Thank you for that. That's both of them stacked, and we should be at the near max possible. Nimbus, yeah. Shouldn't take that long to get back to Seoul, indeed. Okay, here we go. 261.59. So with those buffs applied on me from everyone else, that's made me even faster. It's just so absurd. Doing donuts at warp, yeah. I mean, you can. Like, you can just spin around with the ship if you've got the, all the stuff for it. Doing donuts at warp. Yeah, demo record is on. On cooldown for just a smidge longer. Yeah, and that would be cool. Does the two-piece T5 Vesta console set work with this ship? Those consoles are unrestricted now, right? So I don't... I think my issue might be I don't have all of them. I need to just buy that damn Legendary Vesta next time it comes back, but I just haven't been able to justify it because it's not really that amazing. Yeah, I don't know how that set works with this, but let me see if I do have like 2 of those. I might actually have at least 2 of the consoles. I know I've got at least one of those. I do have 2. Do I have 2 ship slots for him? No, I do not. Okay. I need to head back to New ROM and fix that real quick. It's going to take a while to get over there. I just shot right past it. Oh, that was... Does not affect Proto Warp. Jared, that might have been from me using Boimler. I've got the Klingon version of those on. And it is a small ship, though, but damn, is that just crazy fast? Yeah. Let's grab that console and discharge the ship. Yeah, Stargate's already said it doesn't affect it, so I'm not expecting it to, but they are there. I can play with them. Dailies is still faster. I mean, I don't expect the them to increase the speed, but if they increase the turn rate, that'd be interesting at least. Yeah. Just ridiculous. I was seeing if it'd let me get closer. Yeah, it really does go. Transwarp 261. And it can just sit here and do donuts.
After we established contact with the Federation, we learned that a number of their members dwell within this sector of space. Their president, in fact, hails from the Saria system. In spite of these facts, a large part of the sector remains unexplored to this day.
Apparently, I've just never flown over here on this character before. Okay. Yeah, it is just fun to mess around with. This should give you an effect that turns you into a salamander when you're on the ground. LSD warp. Yeah. And there is an actual transformation on the ship too when you're going into that mode. I could just, before going back to the exchange, can take a look at it a bit closer. You can see the engine, like it opens up there when you're in the mode. It's really hard to control this in demo record. It's also not showing the mode. There it goes. Yeah, because ships in sector space are actually really small. Is this speed even legal in the Iowa sector? Nope. Yeah, so I guess the effect, at least for me, it doesn't want to show it in demo record. It's funny just watching, from a distance how fast it's going. See that little dot there. Yeah, I thought it would show that. Nope. I spent 1.23 billion on it. Yeah, it's fun. It's immersion. It's what it's all about. It's a game, and you're here to have some fun, right? Someone's wondering what the hell's happened to Spencer. But I have seen people saying, pull out the LaMarr, fly the new ship. I apparently can't load a loadout. I probably broke something because I changed, a ship in space. Quantum torpedo. Yeah. The giant beer mug full of coffee. It looks like my loadout for this ship is not working. Terrible. Can I get a loadout on a different ship to load? Swap characters for a moment, see if anything's sold, and before I go back to that character and continue to be disappointed at the loadouts not working on it, let's see if anything sold. Stow, please. Not now. Section 31 movie release is January 24th. Nice. Will the other variants of the Intrepid class get a remaster? Probably not. Okay, just gonna manually reslot stuff and hope that nothing else on the ship is broken. Traits are not right either. Let's see here. I'm just debating what all I want to put back on. I keep Tearing Goodbye on. Ruin fell off. Go with that. And I obviously don't need Withering Barrage. Yeah, I wish loadouts wouldn't mess up, but that is just a stow feature at this point. Just pulling it from memory. For this, the last trait, ship the line. Nice, Paul. I guess we're doing phaser beam rays on this one. We're just going to leave it like that, and we'll see how it goes. The console from the ship I really don't think is worth using on like a do side type setup. So I'm just going to fully drop it, and I'll put Agony Redistributor on, which, yes, can actually do a pretty decent amount of damage in the current state of the game. It was nerfed, and then it got buffed back up. And it does do a lot of damage. I'm using isomags on this because like you can't set this ship up for like a proper size setup. So the LaMarr, you're going to be using it basically as like a do-side type build, but you're going to lean in more towards the do probably because you just can't really do much with the psi. It just is very limited with how they've set it out. I know people would love for it to be different, but that's how it is right now, so we just got to live with it. Let's pull the parse up. Let's do an infected. I'm on phaser beam arrays. Come on in here and out DPS me. ISE public queue, let's go. Yeah, the lifetime membership on PC is much better than on console because you get the 500 Zen a month. Do I think we will ever see the pathway drive? I don't know. Michi is gonna out DPS me. Michi is on an Atlantis with probably some really high performance CSV uncon setup if I had to guess. Terrible Michi. Terrible. I already messed up my EPTX timings.
You will be assimilated.
Scanning the nanite transformer. Gun. Additional
I'm
data
so
available.
slow. Yeah, Michi got that agony. I got agony on left.
The nanite probe can repair the transformer. Stop them.
And the penalty for me messing up my timings is super slow maneuverability over to the other side.
The probe is closing in on the transformer. Destroy it.
I don't even have my grab wheel back up. That's how fast this is going. There we go. Michi, I got you at just under 1.5. Is it a beam overload setup?
Sensors.
Oh, Michi. When a player should know that they're ready for Elite, parse yourself in like Infected Advanced, and when you see yourself consistently hitting, like 125 to 150k, that's when you should be at the point where you're, starting to be ready to go into Elite content. Beam overload. No, you're not. Yeah, Michi doesn't hate himself that much. Now, that's a phaser CSV setup. I know you and Kraus have been talking about the Atlantis. I know. Terrible. See, how did the phaser beams do? Have I had the chance to try the Nova fighters on a full carrier? Do they hold aggro well? I have not. Actually, I bought them, and I completely forgot about them. I bought 2 bays of Elites the other day when I was doing that video on the trait. Okay, I keep seeing a question pop up. I did address this in the comment section on the video. The trait from the LaMarr does not give you EPS. So if I look at my power transfer rate, I've got that trait slotted. I hit my fall 1, you can see right there. Now when I hit emergency powered engines, that power transfer rate is the exact same. So the trait from the LaMarr, it's not given EPS. It's not given power transfer. If that's what it's intended to do, then it's also broken for that. George, Zeph Films has a video series going over demo record. But yeah, it's definitely not the most friendly system to use. But yeah, Zeph's videos probably are going to be your best bet. Okay. You guys want to see the pets in action? Do I still have a carrier build on my D7? The other day when the Uni Endeavor was PvP, I got so tired of the PvP people spamming ads to join. LOL insisting PvP isn't dead and hundreds play it. Guess they had one day of fun to kill all the noobs. Yeah. The PvP community loves the my carrier build on the D7's broken also. But yeah, the PvP community loves those events. Is there a carrier build that I have that the loadout system has not completely screwed over? I don't. My issue is that my only like carrier setup was on the D7. I might have one on the assimilator actually. Nah, I made the mistake of like getting new ships and changing ships while in space, and that just like has bricked a bunch of loadouts for me. It's such a frustrating system in this game. Yeah, I have lost loadouts because I dared to change things in space. It's such a frustrating system. Very, very frustrating. I don't have any other carrier builds on that character right now. I don't have carrier builds anywhere else right now. I don't really invest in carrier builds. I guess I'll go back here and check, see if anything, is working, but the fact that all my loadouts seem to be screwed because of that is just frustrating. Yeah, I can try the Typhoon, or the Typhon, I mean. I hit the wrong ship there. Let me go back to the Typhon. Changing ships in space certainly doesn't help, and getting new ships while you're in space certainly doesn't seem to help either. Oh, here we go, a loadout that's working. Okay, I've got the Nova 1 pets, and then I have a bay of... Let's do a bay of... Do we want Toadouge, Valors, Kodai? Like, what type of pet should I compare these to? And there's no point to compare against Type 7s. Basically, when it comes to Hangar pets, if you want maximum performance, you slot Type 7s and you ignore everything else carrier related. That is max performance, and then you focus on buffing up your weapons. That is peak performance. If you're going the carrier route and you're actually trying to buff your pets up, you're not necessarily running Type 7s. You're going to be running, the high performing hangar pets like Valkyries, Toadoosh, Rom drone ships, stuff like that. It's basically two different branches. Yeah. I got advanced Valkyries on. Okay, we're getting best of both worlds. Okay, let's go into somewhere that they can stay alive a bit longer and hopefully have an opportunity to do stuff. Let's do Hive Onslaught Elite, public queue. There we go. Hopefully there's a tank in here. Should have said something sooner. Sizer, how's it going? My loadout is broken. Jamfire? Nice. Cosmic, thank you for the follow. I should add my pets launch in there. That's my bad. I did not mean to hit that. I got a bunch of random stuff on this build, it seems. Sector space shenanigans broke it. A little bit of lag right there. Yeah, I really tested this one poorly. As some of you can probably observe, my microphone sort of blocking part of my tray, which is not helping.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will claim another.
Yeah, I flew that terribly, and I can't see my buff bar. Did we switch in space again? Yes. Okay. I mean, those didn't do bad. My Toadoosh really underperformed there, but the Elite Novas did about the same as the Advanced Valkyries, which means that they are going to fall behind some of the other higher end pets, I believe. They're good, but they're not the best. She's responding to something. How do you upload a parse to Oscar? On the overview page, there's this ladder button at the top right. Hit that. Yeah, Viridian plasma cannons, under cannon scatter volley, they take longer to arrive to their target than other plasma variants. We don't quite know why. You'd think that they would all be the same, but for some reason, Viridians have a longer travel time, and because of that, they do have a lower DPS potential. They're still good, but if you start pushing towards really high DPS levels, they do fall behind. Okay, still 2 hours till I can get this done. I've been running Ultimate personally. I get that DM. Yeah, I saw something about the order changing. Yeah, I hadn't looked into it too much yet because it's just the stream. Okay. I am gonna have to wrap things up here. I'm looking at some messages I'm getting. So if there's any final questions you guys have, feel free to drop them in. Nice, David. Congrats. Yeah, I mean, many systems in SO are a bit funky. And next weekend I'm going to be doing a special stream to celebrate hitting 10,000 subscribers on the channel, which again, thank you to all for that. And I'm going to be giving a few things away, one of which is a physical model of the Chimera. So we'll have more information about that sometime mid to late next week, but that stream will probably be happening around the same time as the stream next week. I am looking at an opening warp core, but I'm tapped out on keys on live. That there's going to be some lockbox content in the future, though, especially reassessing Infinity to see how it actually stacks up with all of the additional crap that they've put in it over the past couple of years. Content, future gambling, indeed. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in. Let me see, is there someone we can raid over on the Twitch? Just looking. Let's send you guys over to a console stow player. Get that raid going. Okay. And for anyone on the YouTube side that wants to join in, we're gonna raid the Great Cornholio. Interesting name. Again, thank you all for tuning in. See you guys next time.